Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another live stream. So, before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking. All right. So shouts out to everybody that comes into the video. You guys know the deal. Make sure that you smash that like button. Make sure that you share the video out. Also, make sure that you tell a friend. If you are not subscribed to the backup channels, make sure you take a moment, take care of that. Also, click the links in the description box. If you enjoy Blacklight Revelations and you want to see the channel grow and become independent, there is a link pinned in the comments section. It's also in the description box. It's for the Patreon. All right. That also helps us a great deal. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my man Emmanuel Carey in the building. What up with it, bro? Shouts out to my man Bronze the God. And we got Carlton Way in the house. All right. Good to see each and every single one of y'all. All right. So, what are we talking about today? We're talking about political buck dancing. All right. Because seems like political buck dancing is a bipartisan effort. You have black Republicans that want to act like they're so righteous and they just have all the solutions and they're really the ones who are doing things right. It's just a bunch of ignorant Negroes who don't want to follow, and white people have the proper blueprint and we've seen the light, and you guys are all just dumb and everything that happens is your fault. Black conservatives should never, ever be forgiven or given any kind of validation for that kind of coonery, because that is their party platform. We're here to correct black people on behalf of white people. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with black people to correct, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my man AB Promotion and shouts out to my man Volvo to Love. All right. And everybody should have a high self-esteem and make sure that that is what you rebut that nonsense with. When it comes to black coons, the black coons who are running for office are no different than the black coons that you see crying about women and everything else on YouTube. The only thing that they're doing is following a pattern, and it's because it's a bad pattern that a lot of people tend to fall into, because they're too lazy to use their own brain, because they're too lazy to do their own research, because they're too lazy to develop their own following. You know what I'm saying? They follow trends. They're not trend setters. You know what I'm saying? They're trend followers. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Terrence Jackson. What up with it, bro? Good to see you. You know what I'm saying? So we got an article here from The Hill that's going to substantiate what I'm saying. We all know that in politics, what we're seeing is a potential red wave. All right. So now I don't have a problem with the red wave. You know what I'm saying? What I do have a problem with is clowns. All right. And it's just unfortunate that politics is a circus and most of the positions are taken up by clowns, which means that nothing's going to get done. So now here it says Virginia shows sign of shift back towards GOP. And we knew this already because of Winsome Sears and that other guy, I think his name is Glenn Youngkin or whatever, who got elected. And we've been seeing the trend. We've been seeing the trend of things going back to the GOP. And that's what's going to happen because the Democrats are doing the worst job ever. They're doing the worst job ever. So you have to ask yourself the question, why would anybody support the Democrats? Shouts out to Chanel and shouts out to my man Al B. Black. What up with it, bro? That's my question for you guys. Why would anybody support the Democrats? Is there a viable reason to? You know what I'm saying? So now here it says recent Republican gains in Virginia are fueling excitement among the GOP and concern among some Democrats that the Commonwealth could be shifting rightward. Now, do you guys feel that Virginia is shifting rightward? We got anybody in here from Virginia? If you guys feel that Virginia or your state is moving towards the right, give me a thumbs up. If you guys feel that your state or Virginia, if you happen to live in Virginia, is moving to the left, give me a thumbs down. All right. So now here it says Governor Glenn Youngkin surprised many Democrats when he won in last year's off-year gubernatorial election in a state that had been seen by many in the party as trending blue. Youngkin's win, along with those of other down ballot Republicans, has raised questions about whether Republicans can make further inroads there in the midterms and possibly in 2024. All right. Especially as President Biden faces consistently low approval numbers. All right. So now here's my question. How many of you guys have encountered any of the people that have voted for Biden? All right. We all know somebody who voted for Biden. That person is stuck in a Russian prison. She's stuck in a Russian prison and she voted for Biden. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the few that I know. But do you guys know anybody else? Virginia politics is highly nationalized right now, said veteran Virginia political analyst Bob Holsworth. Like numerous other congressional districts across the country, Biden's unpopularity could be vulnerable to down ballot Democrats. A New York Times Siena College survey released Monday found that 64% of Democratic respondents said that they would prefer a candidate other than Biden to run as the party's nominee in 2024. 64%. 64% felt that way. What do you guys think about that? So now here it says, on top of that, 76% of Americans said they believe that the United States is headed in the wrong direction. What do you guys think about that? I think that the United States has always been headed in the wrong direction. We all know about that, though. We actually did a stream where we talked about that. So now here it says his numbers are so bad and the public opinion about the direction of the country is so low that it's putting into jeopardy 2 or potentially 3 Democratic incumbent legislators here in the House, Holsworth said. So, I mean, Biden, like I've been saying, is at record-setting lows. Seems like Biden is in trouble. Like, Richard, did anybody see the video that came out with Hunter Biden weighing up some crack on a scale? Because that's out there. There's a video with him and a hooker arguing over the weight of some crack, and he's got a scale that the crack is on. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. He's out here doing that. He's one of these rich, privileged people. That the stuff that keeps coming out about Hunter Biden, it cannot be good. It cannot be helping Joe Biden's popularity. You know what I'm saying? It can't be doing that. You got shit like this. He's up here talking shit about his mom. Fuck you, mom. You're a bitch. Look at this. Look. Hunter Biden disparaged Jill Biden as a vindictive moron. Said that she was selfish in alleged text. You selfish bitch. He's my fucking dad. He's my dad. It's my cocaine money. You know what I'm saying? That can't be helping Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? It can't be. Do you guys think that that's helping Joe Biden? I don't think that it is. Shouts out to my man, Nasty Dealer. What up with it, bro? Is that helping? Oh, man. I don't think that's helping. Oh, God. So now here it says the competitive Virginia districts in question this cycle are the 2nd and 7th districts, which are represented by Representatives Elaine Luria and Abigail Spanberger. The nonpartisan Cook Political Report rates both races a toss-up. Youngkin won both congressional districts in last year's election, which took place prior to the redistricting. So you see, while the Democrats are sitting around on their heads twerking, Republicans are redistricting. Republicans are making moves. None of the moves that they're making are going to help us, but they're making moves nonetheless. It's not about if the moves help us when you're looking, when you're observing. It's about seeing who's doing what. You know what I'm saying? So they're making moves. You know what I'm saying? So what you're supposed to do is make moves. Now you got to ask yourself the question, why aren't the Democrats making moves? The Democrats out here twerking and shit. Shouts out to my man Alonzo Griffin. What up with it? Why they twerking? Political buck dancing. You know what I'm saying? And then you got other Democrats running around with nooses on their neck. And then you got idiot conservatives talking about, I give you permission to shoot Democrat KKK members, but if Peyton Gendron walks up in tops, you better put your gun down and stand back and stand down. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says Republicans have also set their sights on incumbent Representative Jennifer Wexton's House seat in the state's 10th congressional district. The National Republican Congressional Committee added Weston's district to its target list one day after Youngkin's victory in 2021. Youngkin did not win the district in last year's election. Luria's in a hard district for Democrats anyway. Spanberger is in a very competitive one, and Wexton is in one that the wave could wash over, Holsworth said. And with a national red wave seeming more and more likely, Virginia Republicans are hoping the wave they saw in 2021 under Youngkin extends into 2022. Now, here's my question. What's the likelihood of that? In facts, please make sure you guys listen to Nasty Dealer. Please share this ASAP to all platforms if you got one, for sure. Please do that. And also, if you guys can, as you guys come in, please make sure that you guys smash that like button. All right. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and make sure you hit the bell icon twice. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, we got 21 likes. 21 likes. So if everybody smashes that like button, we will have 39, which is awesome. You know what I'm saying? So thanks to everybody that's watching, and shouts out to everybody that's watching. So now here it says, if I'm Elaine Luria or Abigail Spanberger, I'm very scared running for re-election in Glenn Youngkin's Virginia, said Youngkin's political advisor, Kristen Davison, who worked on his campaign last year. All right. So we know about this, and we'll look at this later. But what I wanted to show everybody is that, as you guys can see, now the media is starting to come out and talk about the red wave. And this is what we talked about. We knew that this would happen. So now, as soon as there's a red wave, what do we have here? We have some bandwagon jumpers, or in this case, bandwagon pushers. You know what I'm saying? We got some bandwagon pushers, and they got the banjo in the back of the bandwagon here. History in the making. More Black Republicans running for Congress than ever before. Now, here's my question. Why do you guys think that there's more Black Republicans running for Congress than ever before? Is it because they just woke up and said, you know what, I want to do what we can to try to help Black people? These are opportunists. These are people who would switch whatever they were doing, whatever day of the week it was, just to get an easy meal. These are people that were Democrats all their lives, and they see an easy opportunity dragging Black people for white people to get a paycheck for it. Have some white people throw some quarters and some nickels at them for pay for talking crazy about Black people. That's all these conservative Black Republicans are. No more, no less. There's not one of them that has one beneficial party or policy. And they do the same tricks that Democrats do. They're playing on your heartstrings. I was watching somebody's video and I was just disgusted. I saw some people in the comment section like, I think I might vote for this dude. I think I might vote for him. For Jerome Davis with the guns. Instead of voting for Jerome Davis with a gun, go get your dumb ass a gun. Because Jerome Davis is telling you that you can't shoot any of his friends in the Klan, which is all of them. He said, go ahead and shoot the Democrat Klansmen, but you can't shoot any of my buddies, though. You can't shoot Peyton Gendron. These people are clowns. And if you don't get it, don't ask why we're at where we are. Because these are the people right here that need to have their voices exterminated. This is an idiot. You mean to tell me that white people think that Herschel Walker, who shows signs of dementia and an ailing brain, is a good black person? He's just one of the good ones. Really? If that's not illegitimate, I don't know what is. Because when I think of somebody that's smart, if I think of a white person that's smart, I think of somebody like Nikola Tesla. I think of somebody like Stephen Hawking. I don't think of Pete Davidson. You know what I'm saying? This is how they give full support to these idiots. And make no mistake, this is the reason why they invest in sports. They invest in sports because they know these big, dumb, stereotypical, idiotic athletes are dumb, and people who are big and dumb are easily mentally broken. They're stupid. Watch an MMA fight. Somebody that's a big, muscular moron always in a long fight gets their asses beat by somebody who's smaller because big people are not the brightest. That's why they're big. They have all that extra muscle and size to compensate for the pea brain rolling around inside of their skull. Herschel Walker is a prime example. Most athletes are a prime example. Name a brilliant athlete that you've come in contact with in the recent days. So we got this football player here. And then we got another football player, Jerome Davis. And everybody's just, I like that message. What do you like about it? You like the fact that he picked your targets out for you? Because you're too stupid to pick out your own? What do people like about that message? Get a gun. Nas had a song called Get Yourself a Gun long time ago. People should have been got guns. And they shouldn't just be pointing them at Democrats. It's a lot of people that need to have them pointed at them or had a barrel shoved down their throat. It's not just Democrats. So why is everybody just emotionally just outpouring for this? I'll tell you why. Because these people work with these white supremacist think tanks like the Manhattan Institute that does nothing but study black people. They study black crime. They study black reactions to nonsense. And it's very easy to come up with a campaign that's very simple to appease very simple people. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? In my opinion, it's the simpleton's fault. Stop being so fucking simple. So now here, this says a record number of black Republicans are running for Congress this year. They're running for Congress and running from reality. Because how many of these people, even if they are voted in, how many of these people are going to have any kind of power? How many of these people are ever going to be able to have the kind of power that Mitch McConnell has? The kind of power that Newt had? The kind of power that Hillary Clinton had? How many are going to have that kind of power? This political system doesn't provide power for people that are black unless you hostily take it over once you get in office. And ain't no buck broken former NFL pincushion got those kind of nuts. Shouts out to Honda 666. What up with it, bro? They don't have that kind of nuts. They got the same kind of nuts that Terry Crews does to be a security guard. We're going to be a security guard for white supremacy. We're going to be the bouncer. I'm going to be the big, stupid-ass black dude at the door. That's what I'm going to be. That's what Jerome Davis is going to be. He's going to be the big, stupid black dude standing by the door with the gun, and that's all you're going to do is hold it until one of them white people tell you which black person to shoot with your dumb ass. And people falling for that shit. People are actually falling for that shit. Don't embarrass yourself and fall for that dumbass shit. Wake up. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says a record number of Black Republicans are running for Congress this year, and the party says the trend accelerated with Donald Trump's expansion of the conservative base in his 2016 campaign for the White House. If elected, however, the Black Republicans won't be invited to join the Democratic-nominated Congressional Black Caucus, members told the Washington Times. So that's interesting. Which they're both coons. So it don't matter if they join or not. I mean, would you actually expect the Congressional Black Caucus to invite other Black people into anything? The Congressional Black Caucus will invite some Skittles, or they'll invite some LGBTQ, or they'll invite some Latinos before they invite some other Black people, because that's sure as hell who they do stuff for. So why would that be any kind of shock? You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my man Torian Rain. If y'all not subscribed to his channel, make sure y'all check him out. You know what I'm saying? They love to say, see, we got more Negroes off the Democratic plantation, and still treat those same Negroes like they're on the plantation they just left. Facts. Even worse, probably, bro. Even worse, man. These political clowns are so pathetic and buck broken. I don't even know what to say. It's infuriating. And it's infuriating that people fall for that shit. Oh, look at Jerome Davis. He's some guns. Go get you some too. I tell you what, if you ever have an issue, he's not going to pop up and shoot the person. He busy telling that white person that's going to shoot you why he's a good Negro and he should get your vote. These people are a disgrace. So now here it says the National Republican Congressional Committee counted 81 Blacks running as Republicans. All of these are bandwagon jumpers. I bet you they can't name one thing on a Republican platform, just like the idiots on YouTube. 72 congressional districts this year, up from 27 in the 2020 election cycles. And also the Republicans have been cutting out the they've been changing the distribution of the districts. So now they don't have to fight as hard as anybody else. They can come in and easily take and assimilate to what was made for them. Pathetic. Pathetic. You know what I'm saying? My man Torian says, remember, a lot of Black men were Republicans way back when, but guess who ran them out? Because they didn't want Black men ruling over them. Exactly. Exactly. Shit, look at Wilmington, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Keith. What up with it, bro? So it's going to be a rough year this year, man, for people like Anthony Brian Logan. You know what I'm saying? For people like Officer Tatum, for people like Candace Owens, when she decides to say her stupid ass shit, she better just stick to saying intelligent stuff when she does once in a blue moon. But she starts saying that dumb stuff, is going to be not lights out, because people are not on this nonsense anymore. Now, my question is, how can you criticize the Democratic Party for attempting to invoke emotional responses in Black people and placate to Black people when you turn around and do the same thing? He got his, I guarantee you, his research institution for his commercials is the Manhattan Institute. You know what I'm saying? My man Torian says they don't have me fooled. Facts. This is all entertainment for me. Facts. I'm gonna have a damn good laugh though. Facts. I'm gonna have some good roast videos too. I'm gonna have some good roast videos, man. Oh man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm going to have some roast. I'm about to have some 9-hour roast videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to call Izzy up. We're about to roast a lot of these people for between 9 and 16 hours a damn day when I got time, because they deserve it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that they deserve. They don't deserve your vote. They don't deserve your time. The only thing that they deserve is to get roasted and exposed. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what this is. Hold on real quick. What is this? Oh, okay. As we sit here talking about as we sit here talking about playing on people's emotions, here they go playing on people's emotions with Tulsa. So now this is an article from News One, and it says Black GOP candidate releases a pro-gun ad with KKK imagery using AR-15 to fight Democrats in Klan hoods. Now I want to get the general consensus because like I said, I'm very fortunate that I have the subscribers that I have. I have very intelligent subscribers. I don't have those kind of subscribers that a lot of larger channels have, where there's people that have skulls that have mucus where the brain is supposed to be. So shouts out to everybody that's in my comment section that I don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Question. How do you feel about this? Pro-gun ad with KKK imagery using AR-15 to fight Democrats in Klan hoods. Yeah, no. Racism and white supremacy is a bipartisan effort. Not only is it a bipartisan effort, it's an effort that also has a lot of cooperation from the population at large and other countries like Ukraine, like the United Kingdom. It's not just the Democrat and hood. So stop that part right there. Shouts out to my man, Deformed Pretty Boy. What up with it, bro? Good to see you. What's up with it? My man Mike Mellis John in the building. B1. What up with you, bro? So I'm pro-gun. You know what I'm saying? I'm pro self-defense. I'm not about to sit there and tell you, yeah, you can get this gun so you can shoot you some Democrats. I'm going to tell you, get you a gun so you can shoot anybody that's coming your way. Anybody that's trying to harm you or your family. Anybody. All destinations for those bullets matter. Not just one specific group. You know what I'm saying? This is a GOP guy talking. It should be all lives matter. All targets matter. All bullseyes matter. Not just the ones on the backs of Democrats with hoods. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't, this is to me nothing more than a Democrat tactic. We're going to take a little bit of Black history and we're going to remix it and turn it into a trendy commercial. And we're going to use it to placate people. Now, here's my question. What is this motherfucker going to do to put AR-15s in Black people's hands? Because let me tell you something about the Republican Party. Black people actually did try to get AR-15s and automatic guns in order to shoot off bipartisan Klansmen. Back in California, guess who stopped them? NRA, guess who stopped them? Conservatives, Ronald Reagan. Now, where are these motherfuckers ever at to defend these positions? Then they want to come around talking shit like, oh, yeah, you dumb Negroes, go get you some guns. Last time motherfuckers did try to get guns, your original Make America Great Again, Grandpappy Ronald Reagan and the NRA, the good old boys club with Boss Hogg and Daisy Duke, decided to turn that shit illegal. How come Tatum? How come Anthony Brian Logan? How come Candace Owens, Larry Elders, Harvey Dent, Two-Face, stroke-having looking ass don't ever say anything about any of that? Thomas Sowell looking like he should be on a box of grits. How come he don't say anything? These old Negroes, I get it. I understand. You know what I'm saying? They only got energy enough to talk about certain things. Makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says Democrats would like to say that no one needs an AR-15 for self-defense, that no one could possibly need all 30 rounds. Arizona congressional hopeful Jerome Davis says in the ad. Now, if Jerome Davis said, here you go, get you an AR-15 in case 8 cops come after you and you need to shoot somebody square in the head to survive to make it to your court date. Had you said that, motherfucker, I might be interested in what you got to say. Hollow tips. They even penetrate police grade armor in case you're being harassed by some police officers in hoods. You said that? Got my attention, bruh. You ain't got my attention with this bullshit, nigga. These clowns are simple. Peyton Gendron just killed 11 black people in Buffalo. Akron Pig Department just shot somebody up over 60 times. And you talking about some Democrats in hoods? What about the people that's actually killing black people, bruh? Let me ask you a question. Was them two motherfuckers that killed Ahmaud Arbery Democrats in hood, Dumbo? Last time I checked, Jackie Johnson was a conservative. Somebody fact check me if I'm wrong. Jackie Johnson, who tried to help the people in hoods, who actually did kill Ahmaud Arbery. Last time I checked, they were conservative. Like I said, you had to come out with an article that said the blue lines can be inside the bullseye on somebody's head that I need to aim at in order to survive. Maybe I'd have paid attention. Maybe I'd have paid attention. My man Torian Rain says, oh, what about PC on PC crime? It's too much to keep track of. It's too much to keep track of. You know what I'm saying? The reason why they keep talking about black on black crime is because it can at least be quantified. You know what I'm saying? There is actually too much PC on PC crime to keep track of. Can't nobody keep track of it. It's out of control. And when I tell you that it's out of control, it's out of control with some disgusting crimes. With some disgusting crimes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they out here doing wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? They out here doing wild stuff. Having relationships with psychiatric patients, abusing children. You know what I'm saying? Starving toddlers to death. I'm looking at these tabs that I got up here that I haven't had a chance to do videos to, messing around with kids in school. Then you got Robert Cremo and his dad bought him a gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is too much. Out here shooting people on 4th of July. It's way too much. It's out of control, bro. I can't keep up with it. That's one of the reasons why I made that Crimecast channel. I'm like, I gotta put this shit on a different channel because I'll be uploading too many damn videos to just this one channel if I keep doing this. I just did a video where this girl got high and did meth and chopped up her date, chopped him up. You know what I'm saying? Found his body all over the place. Did she say she was sorry? Did she ask for forgiveness or nope? Same thing as always, business as usual. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I killed this motherfucker, Ann. I killed this motherfucker, Ann. So now it says for Republican conservatives, it's always the past is the past, or slavery was so long ago, or the KKK is history until it's time to bring up the fact that the KKK was started by Democrats. Then all of a sudden, America's dark past actually matters. And that's a fact. But that's with anything when it comes to white people. Literally anything. Serial killers on dating apps, that's a fact, Ronnie. That's a fact. Now, like I always say, white people always say that slavery was so long ago, but then you always let white people bring up slavery. Never bring up slavery if you're having a debate with these motherfuckers. Because then as soon as they bring up slavery, you hit them with the timeline of Jim Crow till now and about how your parents and grandparents who are still alive today still suffered through that, and ask them what their parents and grandparents were doing during Jim Crow. And Jim Crow wasn't just in the South. You know what I'm saying? I showed on here a whole set of laws that Ohio had that were restrictive in segregation towards black people. You know what I'm saying? They actually tried to do that. They actually tried to do that. Do you know that conservatives in California, Torian, tried to get a bill passed that would attach conservatives to an ethnicity that would allow them Title IX EEOC protection? Do you know that they actually tried that? The racist clowns of the circus tried to do that. The disgusting legacy of those idiot adosos. You know what I'm saying? They tried to do that. Like, give it up. Like, stop it. Jim Crow was in Boston and New York. Facts, Mike. That's another lie that white people like to tell. Well, it was just in the South. No, it wasn't. What are you talking about? Slavery was just in the South. See, that's the problem. Do not ever allow them to try to dominate the conversation, because what they'll do is they'll try to make it about slavery when, sorry, y'all was busy. Y'all motherfuckers was busy sinning, which is why monkeypox is on the rise so high. You know what I'm saying? There was way more than just slavery. You know what I'm saying? There was way more than just slavery. That's how evil, you know what I'm saying, a lot of your predecessors were. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to acknowledge that, which is not our problem. Just give us the money. So now here it says, anyway, some black Republican congressional candidates from Arizona named Jerome Davis is perpetrating this popular straw man through an ad that defends him, or that depicts him fending off Democrats in Klan hoods with an AR-15. So now, of course, here we go. We got this person here with the pro-not. Look, we got the Nazi flag. Like, these people just can't escape racism. If they're not supporting the Klan, they supporting the Nazi somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Flying Fish and shouts out to my man U-Law. What up with it? Look, my man AB Promotions said 9/11. Never forget. Never forget what? Never forget what? Who to call if I need an emergency service? Never forget what? Oh shit. So this person says AZ GOP congressional candidate Jerome Davis releases an ad that AR-15s and high-capacity mags should be legal in case he has to defend himself against a dozen angry Klansmen, angry Democrats in Klan hoods. So now this is what's interesting. Former KKK leader disqualified to run for office due to felony record, whines about civil rights violations. Now, what's funny about this particular story here is that this person was a conservative. This person right here, this KKK leader, this actual member of the KKK was a conservative. So now, according to Jerome Davis, this person is not somebody that he's giving black people his blessings to shoot. So where is this clown Jerome Davis? Where are these coons that they never come around? They only go to white media. They don't want to get filleted. They don't want to get roasted. They want the easy way out, which is why they run in Republican. Former KKK leader disqualified to run for office due to felony record, whines about civil rights violations. The KKK and the GOP are peanut butter and jelly. They're Kool-Aid and sugar. They're ham and burger. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, again, this motherfucker right here is a member of the GOP. But Jerome Davis doesn't give you his blessing to shoot him because this is his buddy. This is his buddy. We eat raw barbecue and mayonnaise sandwiches together. This is my buddy. He's good. Don't shoot him. Shut the fuck up. So stupid ass up. Stupid ass, low IQ ass football players. Get back on the field. Now I can say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Laura Ingram ain't got no business saying that. I can say that shit. This dude need to go run a touchdown and shut the fuck up. And actually run a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Actually win a Super Bowl, motherfucker. Democrats would like to say no one needs an AR-15 for self-defense, that no one could possibly need all 30 rounds. I bet you old boy in Akron could have used all 30 rounds. Do you guys think that the guy in Akron could have benefited from all 30 rounds? He could have benefited from 30 hollow tips because those cops wear body armor, unless he's that good and can give all headshots. But he could have benefited from that. I think Rodney King could have benefited from all 30 rounds. Hollow tips. They'd have had to be hollow tips because the police wear armor. Unless you're that good at headshots. Shouts out to my man Grind and Motivate. What up with it, bro? So now here it says Davison said, but this rifle is the only thing standing between your family and a dozen angry Democrats and Klan hoods. What about when you Philando Castile and you put your gun down and the cops kill your ass in front of your girlfriend anyway? What about that shit, Jerome? You got the answers for that shit? Your dumb ass got the answer for that? What about if you Elijah McClain and they get the EMTs to shoot you up with ketamine? You got the answers for that shit? If he don't have the answers for that, I don't understand why this dude would invoke any emotion for anybody to give him a vote. What use are you? Other than a court jester. What is the use of a black conservative? Other than somebody that's taking up oxygen that you and I could use. So now here it says, in this bargain basement Django Unchained 2022 video, Davison is seen drinking from a mug covered in an American flag image because apparently he can't even have his morning coffee without showing his MAGA overseers what a proud patriot he is when a gaggle of KKK members emerges armed with pitchforks and other blunt objects. But fear not, because Davison and his AR-15 ready to lay them all down while dressed like Skynet's first black Terminator. That motherfucker dressed like the black version of Mr. Smith. Nah, I didn't see the Tariq versus Academics clip yet. I heard that it's on Spotify, but I haven't checked it out. I gotta see it. Oh, you already know. This like the third time, bro. This is like the third time. That's what I'm laughing at. I'm like, oh, this makes me proud. So now here says Davison, a black conservative of the GOP, who's also a former NFL player, because what America definitely needs right now is a second Herschel Walker. Yo, did they hack my brain? Look, if him and Herschel Walker join forces, they'll make about a fourth of a brain between these two. You know what I'm saying? They make a hell of a football team. You know what I'm saying? They'll score every punt return, but they'll make about a fourth of a brain. I know, right? Oh, bro, anytime I think of Elijah McClain, I get really irritated, man. I get really angry when I think of Elijah McClain because they did him dirty, tried to get away with it, and then, they just disrespected his body and all that. And the population at large co-signed as usual. They're part of the problem too. They need some of those AR-15 greetings. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says, is among numerous Republicans who are running for seats in Arizona's 4th congressional district, according to Newsweek. It should surprise no one that Davison's campaign manager, look at this, is QAnon conspiracy nut named Austin Steinbart. So there you go. I told you he had somebody as his campaign manager that was from some shit like the Manhattan Institute, some white supremacist think tank. I told you guys. There it is right there. He's got a QAnon. I'm surprised they didn't have him with a sword. you know what I'm saying, dressed like Terry Crews, talking about Conan, your Democrat politicians are reptile people from another dimension, and had this motherfucker just swinging a sword all over the place and some cheetah skin cloth wrapped around him. Because that's the kind of stupid ass time that they're on. Jerome Davis, warrior without fear. Look, Jerome Davis, I don't support queers. Jerome Davis, warrior without fear. The evil Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi from the other dimension of Seth. But with the Star Metal sword and my AR-15, I will take back the political landscape of the United States. Oh, damn. Hoo-wee. Man, what? He got you a QAnon nut named Austin Steinbart. In 2020, Davison wrote in a Facebook post that the left is afraid of my campaign, that they tried to force me to fire Steinbart, which is strange because I'm pretty sure the most common response to all things Jerome Davis from, quote, the left is, who the hell is Jerome Davis? But anyway, back to this ridiculous ad. Davison is doing two things here. He's defending guns while mass shootings continue to fill the news cycle, and he's making the irrelevant point that historically members of the KKK were Democrats. The only point is that the KKK is a white cultural element. It is a European cultural descendant from anti-black ingrained European culture is what it is. It's a bipartisan effort. Racism is a bipartisan and all-white effort. Racism is an all-white party. You guys remember in college when you could go to the all-white parties? That's what racism is. They need to stop talking about it and have some responsibility for their creation. Racism is an all-white party. You know what I'm saying? Remember, you could wear you wear all the nice white clothes and get you one of them little hats and a nice button-up shirt and go kick it on the yacht. So anytime people talk about racism, you all white party, got any flyers? Who making the flyers? Because that's what it is. And that's the only way that it should be talked about. According to Newsweek, he shared his video with the caption, "Make rifles great again." Well, ain't a rifle what Bobby Cremo used to cream those people in Highland Park? Look at this. And then in the article they said, like, bro, Donald Trump is never going to call you his son. Calm down. I know, right? He might call you his pet. He might pet your fro and say, you must have used some you must have used some nice wave grease today. You know what I'm saying? He'll say some shit like that. But he's not gonna, you're not gonna be his son. Yo, hey, YouTube black coons. None of you guys is ever gonna be Trump's son. Ivanka's already married, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think Eric or the other dude, you know what I'm saying, it goes that direction. Just so y'all know, you know what I'm saying? So, like, y'all don't have to keep cooning so hard. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says, and it's an irrelevant point because in the 21st century, if you're being attacked by a bunch of Klan members, they're most likely Republicans. Wrong answer. They're most likely police or some inbred from Georgia. Or it could be a Karen. That's a police officer. Oh, this black guy that was sitting on the couch, I was so threatened by the Ben and Jerry's that he was eating. I shot him. Amber Geiger. Yeah, if somebody kills you, more than likely it's gonna be the police. Or, depending on what area you in, could be somebody that looks like you. But it ain't gonna be no quote Democrat in no damn Klansman hood. So now here it says it's a demonstrable fact that today's Klan members identify politically with the GOP and vice versa. They identify on both sides. So again, so this is news one on their liberal nonsense, not keeping it a buck. Because none of these news medias keep it a buck. That's why they're the news. They're agenda based. All this stuff is agenda based media. All of this stuff is agenda based. Shouts out to my man DJ Elmo. What up with it, bro? So now here it says it's why former KKK Grand Wizard David Duke complained that Trump stole his ideas and why he ran for office multiple times as a Republican. I mean, there you go, right there. No matter how hard Republicans try, there's no denying the connection between white supremacist and white right-wing ideology. I mean, that's a fact. But at the same time, it's on the Democrat side as well. They're just not analyzing it right here. There's no disconnect between white supremacy for the most part and most white people, is what they need to say. White supremacy goes hand in hand with Europe. It's a European cultural creation. It's a father-son activity. You know what I'm saying? Democrats, for all their faults, aren't the ones currently fighting for the preservation of the very Confederate symbols that were popular with the Klan. They're not the ones wetting their star-spangled underwear every time a monument commemorating Robert E. Lee or some other soldier for slavery is taken down. It's a damn shame when black people are so desperate for white approval that they abandon all sense of logic. This is just so dumb. I can't get mad at this right here. This last sentence. If you guys agree with this last sentence right here, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree with that last sentence, give me a thumbs down. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's just for black people to participate and cooperate with any political party, with any of these white supremacist gangs, any of them, whether it's the police, whether it's Democrats, whether it's Republicans, any of them, to me, it's a shame. It's shameful. I don't know why people continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it's done at all. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, we got 31 likes. Shouts out to everybody that's watching the video and has liked it so far. If everybody can smash that like button, we'll be at 57 likes. Remember, we got that goal of 100 likes per stream. So help your boy make that goal, which I know you guys can. You know what I'm saying? So what do you guys think about the AR-15 ad? In my opinion, it's nothing more than the same Democrat tactics that we always see. It just happens that it's not a Democrat that's doing it. So how then, my question is, how then do you deal with political parties that weaponize attempting to use emotional gameplay to get your vote instead of policy appeal? How do you do it? Because, see, as far as I'm concerned, this is racism. This is black people allowing themselves to be used as racist tools by their white overlords. You know how to get to these. You know how to get to these dumb zombies. Yes, the master, I do. Isa knows that if Weezer brings us something about Isa history, there's a listen. See, look at me. Look at me. Look at me with this noose on my neck. Look at me upside down twerking. Look at me with this AR-15. Jerome Davis should take that AR-15 and do a speech test with it. You know how you do a speech test? You take a tongue depressor and put it as far down your esophagus as you can until you elicit a gag reflex. That's what Jerome Davis should do with his AR-15. So now here's another clown. Oh, I'm eyeball bucking. They about to hang me, massa. Rand Paul looking at him like, I don't know what you're talking about. You ain't gonna see no reparations on his website. Black people that don't believe in systemic racism don't believe that there's a justification for reparations. We finally about to hang out, massa. That's what they say. That's what this one's saying with this noose around his neck. We's finally about to hang out. You about to hang from a tree with your stupid ass. Just sitting there looking dumb. Black candidate wears noose in new ad campaign. There is no reason why an idiot should elicit me looking at him the same way that Rand Paul is looking at him. But guess what? I am. I am. Shout out to Robin. What up with it, Robin? Robin says, what is wrong with some black people? Trauma. You know what I'm saying? Crack. White supremacy. You know what I'm saying? They can keep on pushing out these raggedy political sock puppets all they want. If they don't have a black agenda, they won't get our vote, plain and simple. These people need to be out of the public eye. I feel you on that, bro. But these people need to be gone. They need to be awash. What does you wearing a damn noose around your neck say that you can do for me politically? We can hang around in the oak forest together or some shit from a tree, motherfucker. What does this say that you can do for me politically? Congratulations. Everybody give me some round of applause. He could tie a noose. I think that's something that they teach you at Boy Scouts. What are you doing with this? What are you doing with this, my guy? What does this tell you that he can do for you? Facts. Hey, Mr. Knickerbocker says it's along the lines of Biden saying they're going to put you back in chains if they don't vote for me. If they try to put me back in chains, I'm going to kick Jerome Davis down, take that AR from him, type his kneecaps up, and then go after whoever's trying to put me in some damn chains. That's what's going to happen over here. You won't see no damn noose around my neck. And like I said, I don't fear white racism. It's the same way I don't fear chopsticks when I go in a Chinese food restaurant. Why would you fear something that's part of people's culture? That's just what you got to deal with. You go in a Chinese restaurant, you know you're not about to eat with a fork. You deal with white people, you know they have a fucking problem with you because you're not white. When people stop denying the obvious because they want to deny the obvious, then it'll make sense. The only reason why people accept them and say that they're not racist is because I'm white and I say so. Well, I said I'm not racist. I don't give a fuck what you said. I'm looking at the pattern of your existence, and the pattern of your existence is not coherent or consistent with what you just said. Chinese food store, chopsticks, racism, white people. It's just that synonymous. That is a valid simile. So now here it says Charles Booker, a black candidate running for U.S. Senate in Kentucky, put a rope around his neck in a startling campaign ad which takes aim at Rand Paul. Booker's new video focuses heavily on lynching in the South, historically, even using an actual noose hanging from a tree that he fastens around his neck as he narrates. And honestly, what I take out of this commercial is actually a little bit of truth. Nowadays, it's us putting the damn noose on our necks. So this stupid motherfucker accidentally said some shit that made sense. Because that shit happens a lot of times. Sometimes you can be so stupid that you can actually utter out something that makes sense. CB mentions how Kentucky used to rely on lynching as a tool of terror against African Americans, which, again, you should never be terrorized or scared of somebody's culture. Never be scared, just be prepared, which is why he finds it so meaningful that he's the first black Kentuckian to win the Democratic nomination to take on Senator Paul in a race coming up in November. So now my thing is, anybody who tries to popularize black fear, not a good idea. You need to popularize black resistance. I'm sorry, but it's not a good image to me of a bunch of black people running around bug-eyed, running from some silly-ass white people with muskets. That's an image that makes me angry. It makes me angry that people didn't snatch those guns and take them and get them down on the ground and go full smashing pumpkins on their heads with the muskets. Maybe people have learned from that since then. But to me, if you try to play on fear, it's not going to work. Because fear is the worst kind of betrayal, in my opinion. So we're going to take a look at this as soon as this commercial is done. You see, TMZ is nothing but just junk. Like, this is all they play is just this nonsense on here. Non-stop nonsense. Look at this shit.
The pain of our past persists to this day. In Kentucky, like many states throughout the South, lynching was a tool of terror. It was used to kill hopes for freedom. It was used to kill my ancestors.
What is talking about this gonna do for us having power? What is this gonna do for us having power? How is this gonna help us take over and dominate Kentucky? Ooh, what happened to my ancestors back in the day? When some white people came and said, boo, with some sheets on their head and some rope, and they was scared. That shit only works on somebody that's scared. Because if they had came to where I was at, somebody would have been using them sheets that they arrived in to clean brains and skull fragments off of the floor. So I don't want to hear about no damn fear. What are you going to do for power? People that have to come up with campaigns like this, they come up with campaigns like this because they don't have any kind of plan.
Now, in a historic victory for our Commonwealth, I have become the first Black Kentuckian to receive the Democratic nomination for U.S. Senate. My opponent, the very person who compared expanded health care to
I agree.
slavery. The person who said,
I agree. If you guys agree with AB Promotions, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree with AB Promotions, give me a thumbs down.
that he would have opposed the Civil Rights Act. The person who single-handedly blocked an anti-lynching act from being federal law. The choice couldn't be clearer. Do we move forward together? Or do we let politicians like Rand Paul forever hold us back and drive us apart?
Moving forward together doesn't include Rand Paul. Fuck boy. That's where you got shit wrong at. So right there off the rip, just from you saying some stupid ass shit like that, I've lost interest.
In November, we will choose healing. We will choose Kentucky.
Again, and this is just me. And like I said, I know a lot of times I might sound rotten, but I don't care. I'm not interested in any kind of healing. Why would anybody be interested in healing? Healing what? Yeah, and TD was right. TD was absolutely right. So there's that. So now here it says this is why he finds it so meaningful that he's the first Black Kentuckian to win the Democratic nomination. It doesn't matter if you're the first Black anything. That shit is old. That's some old, stupid ass civil rights era broken buck nonsense. I don't care who's the first anything. Be the first person to do something with your time. Do something effective with your time in office. I don't care if you're the first Black person that did some shit. Do something effective. So now here it says he lists some of what he considers dubious positions Paul has taken, like comparing expanded health care to slavery, opposing the federal anti-lynching act, which has since become law, and allegedly saying he would have opposed the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The last claim isn't entirely accurate. Paul has indeed made controversial remarks on the CRA, but it's perhaps a bit more nuanced than how Booker's characterizing it here. So now look at TMZ getting on code to cover for what Ron Paul said. So pay very close attention to that. That's white media right there. That's the white media right there. At any rate, Booker likens beating Paul in the general election to getting the noose off his neck, suggesting that the two go hand in hand. Senator Paul hasn't responded just yet. He's probably not going to respond. He's going to respond by winning the election. Because some people understand that being celebratory does nothing. Some people understand that. Some people understand that. Seems like a lot of Black politicians don't. There's nothing to celebrate. So who's asking Tierra Mack to apologize for her cake? Was it anybody in here? Did any of you guys write to her and say you need to apologize for your cake? Don't lie now. You know what I'm saying? We won't be mad at you. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to lie, Craig. We ain't gonna lie. We ain't gonna hurt you now. How many of y'all said that? Shouts out to Shay. What up with it? Y'all just now noticing that banner? That banner been up since the New York subway shooter. You know what I'm saying? Because they was trying to say that the New York subway shooter shot up the subway because of YouTube and shit. And I'm like, I don't want nobody doing no dumb shit. Talking about I told him to do it because I ain't never told nobody to do anything dumb. I'm against dumb shit. I'm against dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up with this right here, though? That's what I need to know. What's going on here? Anybody know what's going on here? What's up with this? I don't know. How many of y'all are subscribed to me and TD Hip Hop Media's new channel? If you guys are subscribed to Just Talking with TD Hip Hop Media and Rob, give me a thumbs up in the comment section. If you're not, make sure that you go and subscribe to that channel. Somebody made racist comments about her twerking. Somebody made racist comments about her twerking, y'all. And she's not going to apologize. Are you guys proud of her? She's not apologizing for her cake. Now, here's my question. Who told her to apologize about her cake? Which one of y'all did it? Which one of y'all tried to make this proud LGBTQ woman apologize? Because she's LGBTQ until she's getting roasted, and then she's a black woman. So that's interesting too. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Vote Senator Mack.
Now, why? Why should I vote? What has that done to show me that you're going to do for me for my vote? I don't want a bunch of TikTok videos like this after I vote for you. I want some policies.
Vote Senator Mack.
Now, show me the white, Asian, and Latina politicians that did that. Where are the white, Asian, and Latina politicians that did this? And what is it that you think that you're going to do by doing this, and for who? She covers this behavior by saying she's black. You don't act like an idiot and then try to cover your idiocy by saying you're black. You don't do that. Rhode Island State Senator Tiara Mack is standing by the viral TikTok video of her twerking on a beach as a way to garner votes, saying it's all about being the authentic version of herself. If this is you, I do not want you representing me because you don't represent me. I know there are some women watching. Does this woman represent you? Do you stand on your head and balance a ball like a seal when you want something? Like, is that what we do? And put the little flippers together and be clapping and shit? What kind of politics is this? Is she doing like Horace code, WHOREIS code, Horace code, where you shake your right ass cheek one time, shake your left ass cheek 2 times, and it means help me or some shit? Is this SOS? The fuck are you doing? What kind of message are you trying to communicate? Is it an emergency? I gotta try to signal the planes with my ass. Because I'm down here stuck on this tropical beach island. Help, help. Then get up on my head and shake one ass cheek so that they can see the SOS is 3 taps. And then shake the other ass cheek so that the SOS is 2 taps. Mayday, mayday, I'm over here. Oh, wait a minute. We're getting a signal from this island. I see 2 ass cheeks clapping over here. And third one, oh, yeah, this is a SOS mayday pattern. We need to land. Like, the fuck? What's up with it, Jay? I think she likes everybody. She's definitely, if she's not a candidate for senator, she definitely is a candidate for monkeypox. You know what I'm saying? And now that's not going to take 200 signatures and some votes. She might not be a candidate for the senator if she don't get those 200 signatures, but she most definitely is in the running for monkeypox. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. So look at this. Senator Mack then tells TMZ her supporters know exactly what kind of politician she is. Yeah, upside down one. Here's the evidence right here. This is the evidence that your politics are upside down. Here go the evidence right here. You're an upside down politician. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Your politics are upside down. There you go. I got you on camera. You upside down. Show your ass up. You lost. You know what I'm saying? So now here's this. Her supporters know exactly what kind of politician she is. One who's never going to become a fake politician. So she doesn't think an apology is in order. Who made you apologize? Who asked you to apologize? Did anybody hear anyone ask her to apologize? Honda said code for she will date the right white man. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. There's some black male politicians that would too. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of black male politicians that would date Trump if he would ask him out. You know what I'm saying? So let's listen to this. So now we got the ads. Gotta love it. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go.
I am not going to apologize for being myself and for living a joyful life and for being unapologetically myself in every instance and enjoying.
So my question is, say for instance, you're at a Senate meeting. Say for instance, you're at a Senate hearing. If you feel the urge, do you just flip onto your head and twerk? Does that happen? Like, is this something that you do at work, or what's going on?
I am not going to apologize for being myself and for living a joyful life and for being unapologetically myself in every instance and enjoying a beautiful day off. I am not going to apologize for showing exactly and telling exactly who I am every single step of the way of my campaign. For the folks who voted for me, they know that Tiara Mack is a silly, authentic, and sometimes bold leader. I will not apologize for being who I am.
I don't want a silly leader. And nobody's asking for you to apologize. Somebody not voting for you or somebody not really caring for you is not a request for an apology. And real quick, ladies and gentlemen, shouts out to everybody that's watching. We have 28 live viewers and we got 34 likes. If everybody smashes that like button, we'll have 62 likes. So please help us get to 62 likes so that we can have that 100 that we need. You know what I'm saying?
I will not apologize for fiercely leading my community with a new and fresh voice and mobilizing more people to stand up for their rights alongside me. I will not apologize for showing young queer Black women that they can live a joyful life and still make a positive impact in their community. And I will not.
How did you do that? By twerking? How did twerking and standing on your head and gyrating, how did that do any of what you just said? JB Easy says she got that Black Valley girl voice. You know she full of shit, man. That's funny as hell. Oh shit. That's hilarious, dude. That's funny.
My community with a new and fresh voice.
Who is your community? Let's start there. Who is your community? My question for you guys in the comment section is, who is her community? I don't know who her community is. I'm curious as to who her community is. Who is your community? What are you saying is your community? Because that's I'm guessing that's important. But usually when people talk about that kind of thing, they say exactly what it is that they mean. So my question is, who is her community? AB Promotion said, I'm guessing getting roasted means that people are asking for an apology. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not asking her for an apology. You should stand by it. You think you did the right thing? Hey, prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Prove me wrong. Call it your vote maker. Shake your vote maker. You know what I'm saying? Shake that thing, miss. Walla walla, shake that thing, miss. Hala hala, shake that thing, miss. Hala hala. Let's play some. Let's remix this shit for her. Let's play some Sean Paul. Shake that thing, miss. Hala hala, shake that thing. You know what? You know what Sean Paul song comes to mind when I think about the Democrats? Deport them. Deport them. I'm not voting for Democrat. Deport them. I don't know who this woman is, so deport her. Oh man, how come ain't nobody brought that back? They talking shit about FBA, so deport them. They talking shit about they don't, so we deport them. They disrespectful Black Americans, deport them. Ungrateful tethers, deport them. Oh God, man, well, they don't make good music no more, man. Damn, they don't make good music anymore at all. You know what I'm saying? Let's listen to the rest of what she got to say.
Who I am, I will not apologize for fiercely leading my community with a new and fresh voice and mobilizing more people to stand up for their rights alongside me. I will not apologize for showing young queer Black women that they can live a joyful life and still make a positive impact in their community. And I will not apologize for being able to do a headstand. And I will not apologize for, having enough.
No one tried to make you apologize for trying to do a headstand. I'd be more impressed if you did a CT scan and it showed any activity inside of that.
Take the twerk. It is no shock that criticism about me enjoying my free time and using my body to express joy with a small group of friends while on the beach in a bikini that many people wear is coming on the heels of the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Since the twerking video came out, there have been a subsect of racist, misogynistic people.
Racist, misogynistic people, because somebody expecting someone to just not randomly twerk and then out of context situation. Like, you weren't at the Freaknik, lady. You weren't at the Freaknik and you wasn't sliding down a pole in Magic City. Nobody would criticize you if you were, nobody would even criticize you if you were in yoga class. You're trying to gain votes without showing anything tangible other than the fact that you can gyrate and stand on your head. What is that going to do for anybody? This is a great comment that AB Promotions put in the chat. He says, is she really that obvious to how we are looked at by the dominant society? This is a reflection of how white people see you. So, be as irritated as you need to at her for this, because she definitely shouldn't have got on board with it. But just understand that she's doing this because white people told her to, because that's how they see us. And that's how you bring this back to white supremacy. They expect you to jump when you see idiocy like this because they want to project that you're stupid. She's just a useful idiot. Maybe a not so useful idiot, because I don't know what anybody could possibly use her for, but that's what it is. And people need to not fall for that. So just understand what we're dealing with. Understand the dynamics. Understand the things that are at play here. Don't fall for the Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Also, people need to not be emotional about shit. Just because somebody doesn't like her tactics and things that she did does not mean that they have an issue with black women. But you know what? She's the kind of individual that'll say these misogynistic comments against a black woman. Nobody said anything about black women. People are talking about you. But it's real easy for people to get wrapped up in that kind of stuff. And as long as they have people in a gender war, anytime somebody says something like that, it's going to spark a fire. Yeah, these niggas was talking about. No, I wasn't. I'm talking about you. You. Quote, black women, quote, didn't collectively do a twerk on the beach, vote for us commercial. You did it. I'm talking about you. So you can say black women as many times as you want to. I'm talking about Senator Tiara Mack. She does that later on. Watch.
Who have called me anything and everything from the N-word to fat to gorilla. Many of the negative comments I have received have been racially motivated. They have been racially disgusting. They have been comments on my body. And none of them have to do with the policy. This has been a very targeted attack on my person. And again, it is very convenient for the GOP to try.
You didn't mention any policy in your commercial. The only thing you showed in the commercial was your person. So that's why your person is getting attacked. I mean, does that make sense? If that makes any sense, guys, give me a thumbs up. If it doesn't make any sense, give me a thumbs down. Does what I'm saying make sense? Right. And I didn't see that one, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if she says so, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a fact. I guarantee you she supports drag queen story hour and all of that ridiculousness. I wouldn't be surprised if she you know if she didn't support that stuff. Exactly, and that's because she's black. Exactly, Terrence. Then I asked that question too. Are any of her fellow women of color or fellow women of no color flaunting their butt cheeks on social media, degrading their family's reputation? Myra Flores didn't do it. Even AOC's dumbass don't do that shit. As much of a bellhead as AOC is, she doesn't do that.
Try to create a narrative that Black people and people of color are changing society.
There you go. You see that? There it is.
very convenient for the attack on my person. And again, it is very convenient for the GOP to try to create a narrative that Black people and people of color are changing society. There is a status quo, and
Black people and people of color are changing society. People of color are changing society by signing on to white supremacist contracts. I don't know what Black people and people of color have to do with being in the same sentence. I don't most Black people, clearly there's an increasing number of Black people who are indeed signing onto that contract of acceptable levels of racism, but not a majority are doing it. So what are Black people and people of color doing together for her to mention it like this? Me personally, like I'm not doing any political anything with people of color. You know what I'm saying? Except for watching them go after policy for their group of people respectively and trying to figure out why we're not doing that. Yeah, she wouldn't have had a freedom that so-called Karen has. Facts. And she is mad at us for calling out her behavior. She got that she got that Jezebel spirit to her. That's a fact. That's a fact. The next tweets that come out, she'll be like, and I don't know why my male counterparts weren't around to, my male counterparts, and I know how Brittany Griner feels, and I just expected more from my male counterparts. And well, your male counterpart, I had no as a male counterpart, you know what I'm saying? I had no idea that when I turned on TikTok, I would see you upside down and gyrating. If you had asked my advice, I'd have said nah. I'd have said nah. It's not what I would do. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. I don't feel that anybody owes her any defense. I don't feel that anybody owes Brittany Griner any defense. I think that Joe Biden needs to get Brittany Griner out of Russia. That's as far as it goes with me. Like, so let's listen to the rest of what she's saying here.
Just because the status quo is changing and the people who lead our country look different doesn't mean that is bad. It's just different.
She said the people that lead our country look different. How so? Last time I checked, the country is still led by white people, and for the foreseeable future, the existence of the United States is going to always be led by Caucasians, unless something dramatic happens, which dramatic shit has happened. But I'm just, as of right now, you know what I'm saying, I don't see any dramatic shit changing the way things are. Who are the people that don't? What is she talking about here? What's she talking about, y'all? There's no change in the way the people that lead our country look like. Are you serious? What do you mean? Donald Trump was orange and Joe Biden is pasty? Is that what you're talking about? What's the damn difference? What is she talking about?
We need new people who are willing to shake up how we've done things, because quite frankly, how we've done things has not worked. People are divested. People don't even feel like their vote matters. People don't feel like they have an impact in their community. And I hope that more people see that you can twerk and have fun, and you can also make a tangible impact in your community.
Where's the part about the tangible impact? We demonstrated your amateur twerking. Where is the community impact? Y'all killing me in the comment section, man. Y'all killing me. Facts, Faye. She ain't talking about nothing but nonsense. NBN. She's a first round draft pick of the NBN. Nothing but nonsense association. The NBNA. The NBNA. The Nothing But Nonsense Association. You know what I'm saying? She might get drafted right around over there with Brittany Griner. You know what I'm saying? It's not. She says she's never shied away from labeling herself as a queer black woman. What the? If listen, lady, no one cares. If you said something meaningful, I'd say, you know what? You said something meaningful. You know what? Blair White is a YouTube content creator. I don't agree with everything that she says, but she makes some thought-provoking videos at times. I've never brought up the fact that she's a transgender, except for when I first start doing the reaction. I say, this is Blair White. She's a transgender YouTube content creator. Has nothing to do with the things that I enjoy about the content. If you were heterosexual, or if you're a and here's my thing. How come I'm not allowed to call these people the G word, but they're allowed to call me the C word? I keep telling motherfuckers, stop calling me sis. Do not call me people of color, and do not call me sis. But you can just use that word like you got verbal diarrhea all over the motherfucking place. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not allowed to call you the F word, and I'm not allowed to call you the G word, but you sitting up there calling me some shit I told you not to say. Why is that? Can anybody answer that? I just had to rant on that real quick. But if you have a good idea and you have something meaningful, it doesn't matter. Like Marcel Dixon was an LGBTQ candidate. Marcel Dixon seemed like he had all the ducks in a row, and he seemed like he was running on a correct and right platform that would be beneficial for people in South Carolina. Most people, because there are some idiots, most people did not have a problem with him being LGBTQ. He didn't harp on that. It didn't dominate his policies. He didn't go to the beach and turn upside down and twerk. He talked about policies. If you're politicizing your gender identity, that's a red flag. You should be politicizing your policy contributions to whatever communities you claim to represent. But you're not. That's the problem that people have with you. People don't have a problem with you because people need to stop with this shit. No one has a problem with you because you like to munch carpet. That's not, I don't have a problem. Hey, that's what you do. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? You do that shit. Okay, cool. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? I know what it's like, girl. You know what I'm saying? I got a girlfriend. I do too. Go ahead. Go ahead with your bad self. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? I don't give a fuck about that. Talk sensibly. Like, come on, man. Stop trying to use that as a shield so that people can't criticize you when you're doing something that's less than favorable. You like that scissor action. All right. Congratulations. Good. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? More power to you. Tell me about policies. I can't tell you about policies. But what I can do is I can stand on my head and spin around like a fidget spinner and shake that thing. Okay. Is any money coming out of it? Is the racial wealth gap going to stop? Like, what's going on? We supposed to be up here addressing the racial wealth gap, and you done turned upside down and got your gap in everybody's face. Like, come the fuck on. So now here it says Senator Mack's comment section has been flooded with hate since posting the clip. And she says it has more to do. See, look, I told you guys it has more to do with her as a black woman than her as a politician. That is absolutely not true. I don't. It has to do with your behavior. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to say that by behaving that way, that kind of behavior is attached to black women. And I've seen there's been black women in politics before you, and they didn't do what you do. Even some of those other idiots on the squad never did that shit. Exactly. Exactly, Flying Fish. I agree, bro. Might as well politicize salad dressing next candidate election. It's a couple different salad dressings that I like. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I like some really good. It's got to be really good. Good. Well mixed up. You know what I'm saying? Italian, cold. You guys remember when you could buy those spices? You buy the glass jar and it had the mix for the Italian salad dressing in it, and you put the water and the oil in it and you shake it up and put it in the refrigerator. You remember that shit back in the day, like back in the 80s? Man, they need to bring that shit back. That was that salad dressing that you made in that glass container that they gave you. Man, that was some good salad dressing, man. That shit was on point. The salad dressing that you buy, like Kraft or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't. It's like Hidden Garden. What is it? Hidden Valley or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Hidden Flavor, more like it, because you can't find that shit when you taste it. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says she also called out the GOP for, in her eyes, making a very convenient connection between, now here we go, people of color and a change in society. But she thinks it's time that she and others begin to shake up things in politics. No pun intended. No, don't shake anything up. Just sit your ass down and actually write some damn policy. Now look at this. Amber Heard just going through it. Guess what? Don't nobody care. You know what I'm saying? But she will be getting a video. You know what I'm saying? So what do you guys think about that? That's a lot. What are you guys' thoughts, questions, comments, concerns? Questions, comments, concerns. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think about all this? Oh, we need to check out the Make Rifles Great Again commercial. Who wants to see the make Italian dressing great again? That shit was, what was that shit called back in the day? Does anybody remember? I know you guys had it. I know you guys used it. What was that shit called? That was some good shit. Look at this. This dude right here got this bat like Negan. This Klansman right here.
Democrats like to say that no one needs an AR-15 for self-defense, that no one could possibly need all 30 rounds. But when this rifle is the only thing standing between your family and a dozen angry Democrats in Klan hoods, you just might need that semi-automatic and all 30 rounds.
Any black person that assists white people in shifting the narrative that the KKK is specific to a particular party and that it's not a part of white culture is a complete clown. This dude should never get one black vote. He's literally messing with the fabrics of American history. The KKK was a white organization. It had nothing to do with Democrats. It had nothing to do with conservatives. It was a white cultural preservation organization, period. End of discussion. Politicizing the KKK to alleviate other slave-owning descendants, families from that shit is sacrilegious and is traitorous as far as I'm concerned. Now, see, we talked the other day about that whole, quote, race trading thing. In my opinion, this commercial is race trading. This is on board with the erasure of black history. This dude is a clown. This is complete clownery. And I mean, this is the reason why they choose these football players. They choose the dumbest black people that they can find. That's why it's called a draft. The NFL draft, the NBA draft, you know what I'm saying? They find these mental midget, muscular mental midget morons. You know what I'm saying? Try saying that shit 4 times fast. Muscular mental I can't even do it. Muscular mental midget morons. Say it 5 times fast. Bet you won't be able to. You know what I'm saying? That's like that rubber baby bumper buggy shit. Motherfuckers can't say that shit fast. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's drinking protein shakes out of a damn American flag cup on his way to his good job, shining some Republican like Ted Cruz's shoes, and some Klansmen got in between him and his car. So he had to use his AR-15. What's the difference between this and the commercial that Tiara Mack had? What's the difference? What's the difference between this hot heaping garbage that's bubbling in the toilet with corn and string bean husks poking out of it? What's the difference between this and Tiara Mack?
Democrats like to say that no one needs an AR-15 for self-defense, that no one could possibly need all 30 rounds. But when this rifle is the only thing standing between your family and a dozen angry Democrats in Klan hoods, you just might need that semi-automatic and all 30 rounds.
Now, why didn't he make this commercial with the police? I would have made this commercial with the police. I would have said George Floyd, Elijah McClain, Philando Castile, Ahmaud Arbery, Botham Jean. As much as we love America, one thing we know about America is America because of its traditions. And sometimes those traditions hurt. Protect yourself from painful American traditions with the AR-15. That's what my commercial would have said. Fuck this weak ass bullshit. So this is some shit called Rolling Out. And it says black politician uses AR-15 rifle in campaign ad and incites debate. What's there to debate about? Former NFL star Jerome Davis, so that's this guy's name, Jerome Davis, claims he needs the AR-15 to fend off KKK members posing as Democrats. Or you could just use that to defend yourself against white racists and black degenerates. Right, when this rifle is the only thing standing between you and Peyton Gendron. You like that? You like that campaign? You know why it sounded good? Because it's real. It's real. It's not some phony shit. I don't care if people get upset about that. It's real. You know what I'm saying? I actually mean that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Protect yourself against the police. Make sure the next time 80 rounds is fired, they come from your AR-15. You know what I'm saying? That's how my shit would go. Go get you one, Flying Fish. Woke up this morning and got yourself a gun. See, Nas said that shit way back in the day on Stillmatic. You know what I'm saying? It's Nas said it's the Prince, the boss. Kid Rock and Limp Bizkit, soft. Y'all hear that shit? It's the Prince, the boss. Kid Rock and Limp Bizkit, soft. It's a white dude that sound like Lil Baby. I think motherfuckers should call him Lil Maybe. Because at Thanksgiving, he had dried turkey and powdered gravy. You see that shit? Get that motherfucker up out of here. Kid Rock and Limp Bizkit soft. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. So with that being said, yeah, this ad was supposed to be targeted at black people. Yeah, most black people probably won't even get it. Okay, I see this motherfucker on the TV. Okay, what movie is this? You know, black people got shit to do because of the racial wealth gap and shit like that. We got like 5 jobs and shit. So motherfucker on break at home between a third job and they turn on the TV. Oh, what's this shit? Like Wesley Snipes in another movie. What is this? A reboot of New Jack City? I'm gonna have to check this shit out. Okay, then. You know what I'm saying? You go on about your business, go back to your 4th job. You know what I'm saying? Work to pay your bills. Put about $35 of gas in your tank and fill it up about a 5th. You know what I'm saying? That's the life. This is the life. That's the life. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. All right. Make sure you guys smash that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you already know what to do. Make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Watch this all the way through to the end. It'll take you to the next scheduled live stream. Hit the bell on that stream early. Also, make sure you hit the like, and I will catch you all on the next one. All right. Peace.